Hi there, students. Fair enough. Okay, this is a phrase that you use when you want to say that you understand something, or you understand it from the other person's point of view, and maybe it seems reasonable to a certain extent, but perhaps there is more that you need to say, that perhaps you don't totally agree with it. So you need to you can't come into work tomorrow. Fair enough, but we've got a huge amount of work to do, and without you, I don't know how we're going to get it done. Okay, so it's saying that something you could consider it reasonable, or you acknowledge what they've said, and perhaps you understand it, but you're not totally in agreement with it. So you're against this. Fair enough, but at least give me a good suggestion about how to resolve this problem. So yes, you didn't get paid. Fair enough. However, breaking up the office is not a reasonable way to act. So fair enough. You're saying that you understand something. It's a very versatile phrase. I understand what you've been said. I accept that it's reasonable, or maybe that it's not completely reasonable. Let's see, you can use it to agree with someone. You need to go now. Fair enough, off you go. But it can also be used to say, fair enough, but you've got to come back later. And this is the point with fair enough. It depends on the context. Context is king, as very often in English. Okay, so you want to go out without your coat. Fair enough. But if it starts to rain and you get cold and wet, don't blame me. Okay, so fair enough. You're saying something is reasonable or justified under the circumstances, but maybe you don't agree with it. Maybe you do agree with it, and it's not a problem. And I think this is the problem with fair enough. It can either be total agreement, or it can be agreement but with reservations, so that you think there's more to say. So it's something is acceptable, it's passable. Well, this essay you've written, it's fair enough, but you could do a lot better. Notice the reservation in it. So fair enough, acceptable, justified. It expresses acceptance, but not necessarily full agreement. So fair enough. He agrees with me. He thinks what I've said is fair enough. Complete agreement. He thinks he agrees with me, and he agrees with me, fair enough. But there are some points in which he doesn't agree with me. So it can go in different ways. My mum swears by hot ginger tea when you've got a cold. Fair enough, but it's something that doesn't work for me. People were very angry about this situation, and I think that was really fair enough. I was angry about the situation too. Or people were angry about the situation, fair enough. But okay, and this is with fair enough. Perhaps it's fair enough to regard him as our leader. Everything you've said is fair enough. But okay, it depends if there's that but or not. Everything you've said is fair enough. Everything you've said is fair enough, but there are one or two things that, okay, so you're saying that a statement and decision and action seems reasonable, maybe only to a certain extent, but perhaps there's more to be said, there's more to be done. So you're admitting that something is reasonable. Okay, so I can't come tomorrow to the party because I'm working. Fair enough. But come after work. Okay, so it depends on that, but you're saying something this is something you say to show that you understand why someone has done or said something, but maybe there is more to it. I'm annoyed with him because he behaves so badly. Fair enough. But don't be angry with him forever. I think it's fair enough that we need more time to make a decision. He left the job because the pay was so bad, and I think that's fair enough. It's a reasonable action to take. So fair enough. That is reasonable, understandable, or agreeable, with maybe a but. I'll wait just one more day. And I think that's fair enough because I've been very patient so far. So accept a suggestion. Do you think 200 is a reasonable price? Yeah, fair enough. Or you used to show something is reasonable, but there are one or two elements that you don't completely agree with. You use it to concede a point, but maybe you're suggesting that the broader argument is incorrect. Or you use it to acknowledge a person's point of view, that it's reasonable. Fair enough. Very well. I see. So it's got these two different meanings, and it's either a complete agreement or agreement with reservation. Fair enough? Okay, so formality. Fair enough. This is something I would definitely use in a conversation. When I use it in a writing, yes, if it's fair enough that I think I'm going to give it a 4.5. Use anywhere but in something very formal. I think it's probably more on the informal side and something that's more commonly said. I think it's fair enough that, or this is fair enough but, or something like that. So fair enough. Bye for now.